Bruce Lee's philosophy of Jeet Kune, famously known as the art of fighting without fighting, represents one of the most profound ideas in martial arts history. Bruce Lee taught that true mastery lies not in rigid technique or brute force, but in adaptability, fluidity, and above all, wisdom. Jeet Kune Do was not merely a fighting style, it was a liberation from style itself, an embodiment of pure expression without form or limitation. Be like water, Lee urged, reminding us that true strength flows around obstacles rather than crashing against them. In the spirit of fighting without fighting, Lee emphasized that the highest form of combat is to avoid it altogether, using awareness, strategy, and presence to resolve conflict before it escalates. His approach dismantled traditional boundaries, rejecting fixed stances and choreographed patterns, encouraging instead a dynamic, living response to each moment. Through Jeet Kune Do, Bruce Lee taught that the ultimate opponent is not the person standing across from you, but the limitations within yourself. Victory, therefore, is not about defeating others. It is about mastering your own mind, transcending fear, ego, and aggression. In a world still obsessed with domination and power, Bruce Lee's philosophy remains a timeless beacon, reminding us that true martial artistry is not about violence, but about understanding, harmony, and inner freedom. Bruce Lee's art of fighting without fighting is not merely a clever tactic. It is a profound life lesson disguised within the world of martial arts. At its heart, it teaches that the greatest warrior is not the one who strikes first or hardest, but the one who understands when fighting is unnecessary. Bruce Lee believed that confrontation often arises from misunderstanding, fear, and ego. And by mastering oneself, one can master any situation. In his legendary encounter on the boat in Enter the Dragon, Lee tricks his opponent into defeating himself without ever throwing a punch, symbolizing the idea that true power lies in the mind, not the fists. Jeet Kune Do, therefore, is not about winning battles. It is about dissolving them before they begin. It is adaptability personified, the refusal to be chained by tradition, by form, or by expectation. Lee urged his students to absorb what is useful, discard what is not, and add what is uniquely their own, encouraging a philosophy of self-discovery and evolution. He showed the world that fighting is not the end goal but the last resort. The true artist seeks peace over victory, growth over domination. Bruce Lee's teachings remain a guiding light for all warriors, physical and spiritual alike, showing that the ultimate art is not to overcome others, but to overcome yourself, and in doing so, transform conflict into clarity, aggression into wisdom, and chaos into harmony. Bruce Lee's philosophy shattered the illusion that strength is measured by how fiercely one can fight. Instead, he revealed that true strength is measured by how wisely one can avoid the fight. In Jeet Kune Do, every move, every decision is stripped of ego and ornament, leaving only what is essential. It is a dance with reality where flexibility defeats rigidity and awareness conquers brute force. Bruce Lee taught that clinging to a fixed system is like attempting to hold onto water. It slips through your fingers, ungraspable and ever-changing. The art of fighting without fighting reflects a higher understanding, that winning without violence is the greatest victory, that deterring a battle without raising a fist is a mark of supreme mastery. He urged his followers to let go of pride, anger, and fear, because these are the true enemies, not the opponent standing before us. In teaching that adaptability is greater than resistance,